Right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. outside.
What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not.
As long as you don't hold.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Let's try.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As all the rest.
Joshua!
beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will you be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gale into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Still alive, are you? That great lump. No. Going purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Trouble with your gear, or something falling, dear? Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here.
What's that for you, dear? Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. Not my best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. That it? Fine.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've totally... If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in search.
Those tomes wouldn't happen to have letters in them, would they?
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are Clive. Where the hell is everyone else?
They're all right.
You lot don't do things by halves, do well, at least everyone's still... Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive,
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
but we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things,
Then I'll check the workshop. What did you find down there?
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
It says here that once turned, an Akashic is forever lost.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, then do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes.
We've had no word from Kanver for days. Please.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. I'd better keep looking. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together. It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen that. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a cache?
Cole said it was an army of a caching. What will happen to Mid and the others?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion. It's broke, except... See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. No. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All right. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix...
No, I mean... There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid, he more than fixed, yeah.
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Kanver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, trust it.
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out. Speaking of which...
Worried about him.
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but... I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and so, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him up, and... Seeing as how Blackthorn opens up...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to...
Cheers, Clark.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as...
All right. I'll meet you by the...
Glory to Griga. There you...
What's happened?
Tyre's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival... I've tried offering to see to him in Clive. She hasn't left the Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps it...
I know better than to order Ty.
Thank you.
Tyre, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication.
I will, when it's time. Until then, we owe him that...
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them...
How would tears help this?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy.
You wouldn't. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so I can make the draft if you can bring me what...
Just tell me what you...
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Northern. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve... I'll make sure the other...
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
They'll be fine as long as City's
Bloody hell, Clive.
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you, and that the sight of it clearly upset you.
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna... If it weren't the ring, and it was...
It was the ring. It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn.
And sometimes it doesn't.
Don't be like that.
Fine, if it'll get you off my back. That ring he flashed was... We apprenticed together. But
you've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to the ring, brought it all back. Look, it's vast has improved, though. More than I thought possible.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe.
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even after.
So what?
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart in, because the curse breakers deserve better than second best, and I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit?
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand, keeping the curse breakers armed, and provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't...
What'd you say, Blackthorn? And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have...
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabe, just north of the fields of Karava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd, and I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get...
Good luck with that.
He's a surly soaker.
Sid, do you...
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morgenbeard. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morgenbeards with Morbles. I know. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by... I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morgenbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I.
A trader from across the sea once told me that on the continent they play music for their crops. Would you like that? Martel? If it's knowledge you seek, we've tones aplenty to guide you in your search.
Kicked down already?
No. This
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed it. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise. I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just... don't...
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
So this is not much going on.
Mr. Smith. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be... Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't back in...
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross.
All right.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it.
Forge on the hill.
Good luck.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone...
Pardon the intrusion.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it keep the gates closed, I tell him. You're not welcome here. Get it.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to... He's waiting.
Then I suggest...
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did? Fuck! We're getting nowhere! These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless!
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, that prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here.
All right.
Let me guess. Zoltan.
As a personal favor to him, yeah.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, what turned the village against?
I left. Dravost. Zoltan. There are two kinds of smiths in this world. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just, and the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats, and bit by bit, people started taking some. You would have torn Dravost in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravost prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road, until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fight.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of...
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a... What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravost won't last long without his furnaces, so... Do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it. It's...
Hold on, Blackfall. Sid made those things for us. They give... And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. This place was your home. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of let this be another step on the road to freeing Valesthi. Ravaged will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans then?
I know I'm off. I'll be needing some help. Building a furnace isn't exactly I want. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to...
All right.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields.
Time for a spot of hunt. Run like the wind. Let's make this quick, shall we? This won't be easy. Thanks, Cal. Nice try. I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows. Good girl. Be safe. Like no shot of a I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken. Poor beast. There was nothing I could do. Better already.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding this?
Nothing I couldn't have.
Right then. Time for everyone pulls their weight.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work.
You know what this means?
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forge. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer. Our secret for yours. I've always envied Black. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to no amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius, but he took all his talent and left. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not good.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see.
See that you both do.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for it.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, well, the whole village turned out for everyone except Zoltan has.
Oh, but that reminds me.
Pit coal cinder, how'd you come by? And you're sure he won't?
I'm sure.
Huh. Yeah. You know, every time you put on mail, there's no greater honor. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness. And if that helps save even a single life, what was it you said he called me? Huh? A gene. Sounds like I better get to work.
It's good to see you back on form, Black.
I don't know how you pair put up, but I'm grateful. Now, where was I?
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition should be good.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygone. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or is near to happy.
What do I owe the honor? What do you want? And?
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been locked. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all, but we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over, look, but there's only so many we can ship. We can't keep cramming more and more people in, and that's what I was hoping.
It's no but.
Thank you.
So?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about.
It was a tragedy, and if any of us could have done anything to stop it, but what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted.
I suppose you're.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. And the nasty bat would have sent someone to clear them out sooner. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits.
And I know the men. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to... And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own.
Of course. All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan. So Wade.
And you, Lord Rossfield.
I spoke with Mark. She tells me you have plans to free...
That's right. Though it would... I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters. We need somewhere to settle them. And I can think of worse places.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you.
That's very kind of you. I'd be... With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandit. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic you come to. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, If you're I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastport.
We shall see you there. And may
You can just walk in here. Kill him.
You'll leave Eastpool now, or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsafe...
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it...
Home. No. We're the masters now.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go and tell Martha the good news.
First things first, we'll need to get a few of these roofs seen to. Wouldn't want to be caught in a storm without any shelter.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. And what's all this about? Some shape? On second thoughts, it'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is, you did it.
I suppose it will be.
What else? Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, if it's food or lumber or strong backs they need...
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you.
I wanted to.
Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia. Straight home now. All right then. I needed that. You're a fine hound. That's all ready. definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Sid, I can't help but notice that your satchel is twitching in a...
Here. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively... When I successfully graft this to the Morgan beards. It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore... I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to...
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. And would you believe? You must accept this vial as thanks for your assistance. Allow me to thank you again, Master Sid. I do believe you have quite a knack for this sort of work. Should you ever grow tired of saving the realm, we would happily welcome your assistance here in the backyard on a permanent basis. I jest, of course.
What are you looking for? You've a discerning eye. May Gilbert smile upon you.
If we're going to do this...
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very moment...
And what talents would them?
Why, your fearlessness.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, Randalar has been particularly badly affected. None remain free for long, of course, but the army too is in disarray.
And you've been looking to buy? To make...
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to...
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those... And we believe we have found one. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men...
And so, we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, If you wouldn't mind making arrangements.
Of course.
Sounds like you'll have...
I will. We haven't... even if I... So I'd better get... Try to clear the plane.
I'll do my...
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Sleipnir's Cleft.
All right.
I'm sure...
Come on. Faster! All right. This must have been a nice place once. And it will be again. Get him! Help me, boy. Farewell. That's all of them. Come on, Toggle. Let's head back to Boklad. Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your...
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done.
You made quick work of it.
I should go and let Eloise...
Don't let me... but Clive, She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished.
All right. Eloise, I just got back.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then, now that you have... I suppose we'd better... The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the...
You're still in negotiation?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with, but we shall emerge victorious.
Well...
I'm not sure I do.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my... He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's...
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across... and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get and judging by her reaction earlier,
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And but this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserved. I won't let her give up on her dreams again. She freed me from my bond, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did, and I want to repay the favor. By letting each time an opportunity to do just...
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the crim...
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, as you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief... Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally...
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since...
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will... My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself... Will you take them to your hideaway? That they might live, even should
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields...
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. Those who cannot join us in the coming fight are gathered at Gotan's Bales. I would ask that you see them to safety.
To Gotan's Bales, then, and quickly, before anyone else finds them. Oh, here. Ambrosia won't help me here. This is no time to ride. No need to ride from here. Everyone. Quint. You can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can.
Well, if that's what the Master... Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling... If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's because he... And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see that we get to see...
I hope so.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just a black shield protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with it. We can't let Quinton...
All right. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Promise us, Sid.
Let's go.
Faster!
Don't tell me I'm too late. Quinton, are you all right?
No. Which is more than I can say for my comrade. They followed me, without question, all the way here.
This must be the guard dog. Quinton. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then. You're no guard dog. You're just a rebel beast that needs to be put down. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh,
You.
and so are you. And it's Lostwing.
What? Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there. Come on, Torgal. We need to make this quick. I need to find Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is lost.
The flood has filled the...
I see. Then all is a strange way to it.
No, Master Quentin.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. I have nothing left to live.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than...
I thought I prayed, and I prayed, and you did. Can't we just go back to how it was?
Your work ain't over yet. We believed that you were the right man.
Your village may be lost, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? Why would anyone follow?
Because we're family.
Family?
Yeah. And all our Lostwing weren't just a village.
It was. And as long as we're still here...
We can start again. Build a new...
A fresh one life end. Why just a village? What's to stop?
That's the Master Quentin.
Please, Quentin. Well, after all. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my...
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf.
A bottle or two of your finest Reddles.
Of course. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest, if you don't mind waiting.
I look forward to it.
They are right, you know. Lostwing can be rebuilt. It was more than a mere village. More than a staging ground for revenge. It was a vision of how life might be. Of how we who have suffered can come to find family again.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Ambrosia won't help me here. Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
offer.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
Thank goodness you're back. Talia looks like she's about to collapse.
Is this what you need?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Clive. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but a single dose dulls even the most. It may be a gentle way to die, but I wish there was another way.
How are you feeling?
Light. Mid here.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Talia. I'm so proud of you.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive.
I'll see that he's properly laid.
The man you helped today was my mentor, back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents, to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicker's art, that is.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the curse's end.
And a kindness Sid would have approved of.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next, never knowing which might be your last. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service, but my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment of tranquility before the end. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends taken. Something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
I'm glad I was there for his final moments. He deserved the peace he chose.
them of their sin!
We're doing my mother's bidding. Your work here is done.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Best.
It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Yep. What's that for you, dear? Anything else?
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tons of plenty to guide you in your search.
Let me help. I know my letters. Most of them, anyway.
Very well. The more eyes we have on these tombs, the sooner
Those imps are going to break that thing.
Which song should we listen to?
All of them.
Lord Marquis, you seem unwell. I know His Grace has asked that I remain here with your people. But if you were to require my services, I could leave for the Free Cities at once.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others?
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. All done?
it, Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me? Here they come!
You said that ship was fast! I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers! Come on there! Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Killer next? I thought it was called Heartbreaker.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round?
Of course we are.
Right, Lord Rosfield?
My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate! New plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bother me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through an Eddie's veins. These foes will not fall easily, but they will fall.
Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ha! You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Greek of mercy. All this,
What have I done?
My lord. Between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehir.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye! Do you feel that?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Grigor's gas!
Barnabas!
You brutes! And brace for impact!
Now or never.
I'll find her.
I'll fight at last. I'm not going to die. The butcher's bill.
I need to hurry. Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
Extra seconds!
How did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate, however much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this. Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. Come. Titan! Let's try. In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. All this fire and fury, and for what? Stolen from the light. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily written, we would all be gods. I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might. Mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us, it unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods!
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice, where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
Then maybe there really is nothing else for it but to
Give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe. But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too. my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill. We will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. But there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherjar, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a ship. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, place was...
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's...
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it.
Let's hope so. I should visit Joshua, assuming Talia will allow it.